Bleacher Report dropped their annual top 100 players in the NBA, but it says predicting the top players in the NBA for next year. So I'm just going to assume it means that they're predicting what, like, at the end of the year, which I think stupid. But you know what? It's not my list, but I'm going to read it. And I don't want to waste any time, so I'm getting right into it. So we start with Just Missed the Cut, Jaden Ivey, quota, Shaden Sharp. I mean, I'm more upset about the fact that you have him listed as just missed the cut because, for being honest, what has he done to be a top 100 player? But I guess that's why it's called predicting. But Clint Capella needs to be top 100. Dylan Brooks, don't even know why I said his name. Tobias Harris had 100. He could be a little higher. I wouldn't be mad. Josh Hart, 99. All right. Kevon Looney. If this is predicting, I think Jaden McDaniels is going to be better than 97 next year. That's just my personal opinion, though. Nick Claxton, that's fine. Bojan. John Collins, 93, a little disrespectful. Keegan Murray after next year, he's going to be top 75 after next year. RJ Barrett, I mean, it's RJ Barrett. What do you want me to say? Devin Vassell. Can't wait to see what Flight's reaction to that is. I'm recording this now, so a lot of y'all can see me before you watch Flight do it. So hopefully I get it out fast, right? But Malcolm Brogdon, 89, a little bit too low. Bruce Brown, maybe a little overrated after last year, but I'm not going to argue with it. Robert Williams, if he stays healthy, I think he's top 75. Walker Kessler, fine. Jalen Williams, 85. Yeah, that's all right. Jabari Smith Jr. He went from being the most hated player in the NBA to being one of the more loved players in the NBA just because of Summer League, so who knows. Scoot Henderson at 83. I think Scoot Henderson could definitely be top 50 after his rookie year, but 83 is respectable. I want to see where Wembanyama is, though, first. Sengun, 82. Whatever. Vucevic, 81. I think I'd rather have Clint Capella than Vucevic, if I'm being honest, but it's just my opinion. Jalen Green, 80. Sure. Brook Lopez, 79. No. Sorry if y'all hear cars going by, busy road, and it's a reaction, so there's really no cuts to it, so sorry about it. Try to put the background music to cover it up, but Keldon Johnson, 78, that's perfect. Kyle Kuzma, he could definitely be a little higher, but it's respectable. Jordan Poole, still mad about what you did for the Warriors, but actually, to put Jordan Poole and CJ McCollum next to each other is a little bit disrespectful. But if it's predicting, Jordan Poole is probably going to look like a top 50 player next year just off of his stats. But who knows? Anthony Simon's higher than Jordan Poole after next year. That's a little schmiggity, but that's fine. Chet Holmgren, 73. Thanks for not meat munching him. Says Marcus Smart and Michael Porter Jr. are tied. You're telling me Michael Porter Jr. you'd rather have over Marcus Smart? I don't think one person's ever said that in their life. I do not think that. Sure, Michael Porter can shoot, but what the else does he do on the basketball court? Like, I know y'all see the TikToks of Michael Porter Jr. open again, letting it fly. Like, that ain't no secret. That ain't no joke. That's the truth. And Marcus Smart defends. He can shoot the three, can play make. I just think I'd rather have Marcus Smart. I don't know if that's just me, but. And then Austin Reeves and Chris Paul are tied. So it's after next year. Austin Reeves is going to be a better player than Chris Paul after next year, and Chris Paul is my favorite player. Austin Reeves will probably be in the top 50 after next year. Chris Paul is a little bit too high as Chris Paul's biggest fan. Then Derek White, 68. You put Derek White behind CJ McCollum. You put Derek White ahead of Marcus Smart, bro? What the? And Austin Reeves, bro. Why? What does he do that's better than them? Please enlighten me. What does he do that's better than any of those guys? Cameron Johnson. He's one of my sleepers for most improved player. That video is dropping soon. It's already been made, but he's one of my candidates. And then Tyler Hero. I don't know what to say about Tyler Hero. Aaron Gordon, 65. Perfect. Jared Allen, 64. I mean, you could move him a few spots lower, but Victor Wembanyama at 63. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Haven't seen him play in the NBA yet, so I can't judge, so sure. Rudy Gobert, 62. Sure. Desmond Bane is going to look like a top 40 player next year. Desmond Bane is going to look like a top 30 player next year, at least in the first 25 games. Then Klay Thompson, boy, you better prove your worth. I'll tell you what. 900 million, Fred VanVleet. Miles Turner and Josh Giddey are tied. What factors into a tie? I'm really curious to know that. Maybe I should have read, but I know they weren't expecting anybody to react to this to read that. So, but I'm curious to know what a tie is. But Josh Giddey, Miles Turner. Miles Turner's one of the most underrated players in the NBA right now. Jeremy Grant, 56. I'd put him top 50 personally. If you have OG Anunoby ahead of him. Julius Randle at 55. I get he sucks in the postseason, but look at these stats. 25 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. I don't like Julius Randle, but you can't tell me there's 54 players that are putting up stats better than that. And I get he's very inefficient, but so are a lot of players. And yeah, I just don't know what to say about that. DeAndre Ayton, most improved player candidate. And Scotty Barnes, if he plays point guard, he's going to be top 50. But I don't mind 53. Franz Wagner. Sorry. Every time I see it, I think Wagner. But Franz Wagner, 52. All right, that's not too bad. Maxey, 51. I don't know. He'll be higher. Chris Middleton at 50. Sure. I don't mind it. This list has actually not been bad at all. But I think I don't even know what my thumbnail is going to look like. But I'll probably say worst list. You know what? Let's be different and put best list. Yeah, I'm going to put best list on it. Let's just make sure everything else goes according. Draymond at 49. Triple single. LaMelo Ball, 48. Thank you for not riding LaMelo Ball. He's not that good. DeJounte Murray ahead of LaMelo. I like this. I'm liking this list a lot right now. OG Anunoby at 46. He's not better than Jeremy Grant. Stop it. Andrew Wiggins is higher than 45. Zach LaVine should probably be higher. Porzingis, he's going to play 13 games next year. So 100 minus 13 is 87. Put him at 87. There's my justification for that. Phone's going off, sorry. DeMar DeRozan. This is disrespectful as hell. 42nd? Really? Evan Mobley at 41. I like that a lot, actually. It's not bad. Paulo, 40. Probably be higher, TBH. Cade Cunningham's going to be top 25 after next year. Darius Garland, he's fine there. Drew Holiday, probably lower. Jalen Brunson, you could put him higher. Sabonis. How do you get locked up by people 4 inches shorter than you in NBA playoffs? Being 6'11", 7'1", whatever tall you are. Got locked up by Looney and Draymond, bro. Bradley Beal, that's fine. Right there, 34. Tyrese Halliburton. After next year, he's going to lead the league in assists and be on the Pacers team. That's going to be a top seed and top team in the East next year. 33, though. I got to go with he's going to be top 20 next year. Larry Markkinen, 32, fine. Jaren Jackson Jr., 31, all right, whatever. Trae Young. As a non-Trae Young fan, this is disrespectful. This man is top 20. I know he's a worthless piece of on defense, but he's top 20. Brandon Ingram at 29. Top 20. So disrespectful. Whoa, what's happening? Well, if you're wondering what happened, my computer just crashed. So if you want to make this more successful and easier for me to do, hit that subscribe button so I can hopefully sometime soon afford to buy a PC so this doesn't happen to me as much because it just crashed. Now I had to go all the way back through the article. You're on Brandon Ingram, right? Who's at 29, disrespectful. Zion Williamson at 28. Sure, all right, but you can't have Bam Adebayo over Zion and Ingram. All I'm going to say. Mikal Bridges and Kyrie Irving are tied at 25. I'm not really mad about it. Mikal Bridges, Kyrie tied at 25. Siakam, 24. Thank you for respecting him. Watch him be a number 2 for the Hawks or the Kings or whatever team he gets traded to. But 23, Karl Anthony Towns, way too high. James Harden at 22. You're lucky I'm not letting intrusive thoughts win, or else I would have flipped them off, but I didn't. But he's at 22, probably a little too high for my liking. Ja Wick at 21. Yeah, he probably would have been top 10 if it weren't for him flashing the blick. But Donovan Mitchell, 20. Nice. Jaylen Brown at 19. Jaylen Brown's not better than Donovan Mitchell. Not better than Ja. He's not better than Harden. Not better than Siakam. Not better than... All right, that's where I... Not better than Kyrie, and that's where I cut it off. But Paul George is at 18. Really? That's disrespectful. De'Aaron Fox at 17? Y'all ranked him higher than I did. That's how you know. That's how you know this guy is something special. He's going to be great. He's going to be a top 5 point guard in the league one day. Soon. Very soon. Maybe it'll be next year. But y'all rated this guy at 88 and 2K, bro. Alright. Jamal Murray over De'Aaron Fox. I get Jamal Murray's very good. I have no problem with Jamal Murray, but he's a number 2 option. And I think if you were to switch him and Fox, him and Kyrie, they've got a lot of point guards ranked over him right now. If you were to switch him with any of those guys, I think the Nuggets still win it. And I don't know if the Kings are as good. I don't know if certain teams are as good if you flip-flop them. But it's a prediction for next year, and I'm sure Jamal Murray will be up there high. But Anthony Edwards, 15. He's probably going to be the best shooting guard in the league after next year, the way everyone's talking about him. And I'm everyone. Dame at 14. Please, 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 please do not go to the Miami Heat. That's all I ask. All right. Whoever said Kawhi Leonard should be 13 needs to be fired. I get it's a prediction for next year, but this dude is a consensus top 5 player every time he plays and he's healthy. You give him a little leeway for the first few games returning from injury, but after that, he's a top 5 player in the NBA. I'm taking him over everyone but Giannis, Jokic, Curry, and maybe Embiid. No, maybe LeBron. Embiid's not on his level. Kawhi is different, bro. Y'all keep forgetting about it. Kawhi is still him, bro. 23. All right, look at those stats, though. All right. He played 52 games. This was after ACL injury. This was his first. So the first few games, his numbers were down. But I look more at the playoffs until he got hurt. And then you have Jimmy Butler over Kawhi? No. I love Jimmy Butler, but you can't tell me he's a better player than Kawhi. SGA at 11, that's fine. Anthony Davis at 10, that's fine. Devin Booker at 9. I think you can start making the argument that SGA, since this is for next year, it's called predicting. I think SGA might be better than Devin Booker after next year. Now, I'm not critiquing this. This has been fine, other than a few players like Kawhi being this low. Like, you gotta move everyone down one spot if you got Kawhi at 13, everyone ahead of him until it gets to a certain point. But Devin Booker at 9 is fine. But I want to know, who are you taking for the next 5 years? SGA or Devin Booker? And then I'm actually going to do a start bench cut. Booker, Anthony Edwards, and SGA. Since I'm really intrigued, like I have no preferential between those 3 players. Like, all 3 are great players, so I'm just really curious. But I'm not critiquing it saying SGA needs to be higher than Booker. I'm just wondering, like, what's your thoughts on it? If that makes sense. Kevin Durant at 8. Stop disrespecting him. LeBron at 7. That's fine. You put Steph at 6? Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh man. Wow. I'm going to be reacting to Flight's reaction to this because this is disrespectful. That means you put Luka higher than Steph? No. He better be. You put Jason Tatum over Steph Curry. Are we serious right now? No. Stop. You had a very, very good list going, Bleacher Report, until you went in the top 15. Now it's just, y'all just put random BS together. Joel Embiid at 4. I'm taking Curry over him. Taking Kawhi over him. Taking LeBron over him. I'm taking Kevin Durant over him. I'm taking Booker over him. I'm taking AD over him. I'm taking Shea over him. I'm taking Butler. I'm taking so many players over Embiid, bro. You got him at 4. You'll really know what Embiid's trying to accomplish in his career based on how much he plays in the regular season next year. I know, it's a prediction. But to say Luka Doncic is going to be the 3rd best player in the NBA is utterly disrespectful to Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, not Joel Embiid, not Jason Tatum. All right, I draw the line, but to put Luka over Kevin Durant, LeBron, and Steph is he literally just missed the playoffs completely, and you have him over those guys. Look at my cursor. Last year they had Luka at 3 as well. Hold up. You had Luka at 3 last year. And you're telling me there's no change. I'm really confused by this Luka thing. Like, I really don't know what's going on here. I get it. He's a great offensive player. He can't play defense to save his life, and he just missed the playoffs. So I'm sorry, but I can personally not put Luka over Steph Curry, and it's not going to change after this year. Then Giannis at 2. We already know Giannis and Jokic. I've had the feeling Giannis is my number 1, but Bleacher Report, I'll give you a B rating on this list because 100 to about 17 was pretty good. De'Aaron Fox was 17, right? And then he just fell off a cliff after that. Like, a lot of these top guys are crazy. Like, I don't know how you still put Embiid, Tatum, for that matter, over certain guys. Like, these two just constantly choke. And they're on better teams than a lot of the guys that do more that are behind them. But let me know what else you want me to react to. It's not a bad list by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not a good one either. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please hit that subscribe button and like the video.